Do you want to get paid while you learn new skills? Or are you an employer looking for an apprentice or trainee? Kimberley Group Training can set you or your business up for life.
Say a very, very good morning to the Operations Manager, Ian Warriner from Kimberley Group Training, who's in the studio to give us a bit of an update about what's happening at Kimberley Group Training and some of the things that have been happening in the last couple of weeks that are affecting things that are happening at Kimberley Group Training. Ian, a very good morning to you. Great to see you.
Yeah, great, Scotty. How are you going?
Very, very well. And Kimberley Group Training powering on as per usual, but it's great to have you in the studio giving us a little bit of an update about some of the things that are happening because of the recent federal budget. What's going on?
Yeah, look, we've had a few queries from apprentices about some of the announcements that have come out from the federal budget, and one of the things that we thought might come on and just give a bit more information out there, particularly around tools for your trade. It was announced in the federal budget that they were going to scrap tools for your trade as of 30 June. So any apprentices out there who were entitled to tools for your trade payments after the 30th of June, they'll no longer be entitled to receive those. So obviously there's a little bit of concern about apprentices and that out there. So we just wanted to come on and clear the air around what's going on there. It is true that that's what was put out in the budget. It hasn't yet been ratified through the Senate, so it may or may not happen. There's no reason to think the Senate would knock it back. So our feeling is that will go through, and as of 30 June, the tools for your trade payments will disappear. However, in its place, they are now offering a loan facility for people similar to what HECS is for university students.
Right, yeah.
So apprentices will be able to go and apply for a loan to be able to purchase their tools and keep on doing what they're doing. But it will be a loan, it will have interest, and they will have to pay it back. However, the incentive is if they complete their apprenticeship, then they will get a 25% discount off that loan repayment. So on the one hand, they're taking away, and on the other hand, they're making some funds available to help apprentices, particularly apprentices in building trades and trades where they have to own their own tools. Once they complete their apprenticeship, in order to become a proper functioning tradesperson, they're going to have to own a decent toolkit. So they're putting a loan in place to facilitate that process. So we don't know how that loan will work yet. That will depend on once it's passed through the Senate and then when information comes out. But as it does, apprentices can certainly contact us from the 1st of July and we'll advise them as soon as we know how that loan will work and how they can access that. So that's the main item that's affecting apprenticeships. All the employer incentives that have been in place up until now, they will continue. There's been no change to those in the budget. So employers don't need to be concerned about the income that comes from them going forward.
And anything else in the budget that affects Kimberley Group Training and trainers and trainees, etc.?
There's certainly things that affect Kimberley Group Training, but they won't be passed on to trainees and trainers and all the rest. That's just something we'll have to deal with, and we're working with government to work through those issues, along with a number of other group training organisations. It's not just Kimberley Group Training. We're all in the same boat in that one.
Few hand grenades thrown in with this recent budget, wasn't there?
Oh, absolutely. It's going to be some challenging times ahead for especially people in the lower socio-economic areas, but hopefully the Senate will hold up the ones that are a bit silly. Yep.
Yeah, well, we'll try to rely on them. Look, we really appreciate coming in and letting us know about some of those changes that have been brought in or will maybe be brought in with the recent federal budget. Argyle Diamonds on a bit of a recruitment drive at the moment?
Yeah, well, they're doing a big recruitment drive. There's a workshop happening this weekend, another one on the following weekend, and there's some interesting stuff happening this time because this is the first time that I can remember anyway where they're actually moving into the hospitality side of the mine site and looking at replacing a couple of apprentices there to do chef apprenticeships. So in discussions yesterday it was suggested that maybe they don't have people for those positions yet, and there might still be opportunities if there's suitable people out there who are really interested in doing a chef apprenticeship and are keen to combine that with the mine site rosters. So we just thought we'd mention that, and if anybody out there that's listening is interested, then they should certainly get in touch with KGT very quickly.
And very, very easy to get in contact with Kimberley Group Training. Their phone number is 9168 3808. I'll give you that again. Write it down. 9168 3808. That's a phone number for Kimberley Group Training. So if you're thinking about the world of chefs, chefing, and cooking and all that, get in contact with Kimberley Group Training, and they'll point you in the right direction. But that sounds very interesting. Apprenticeship chef down there at the Argyle Diamonds. Ian, bit of an update on the Skills Centre. We've talked about it recently. It's a great initiative. How's it all going?
Yeah, it's actually taking shape now. I can actually see what it's going to look like. So it's getting closer to being able to understand how it's going to function when we actually get in there and what it's going to be like. And the setting it's in down in Hidden Valley is just fantastic too, which is much nicer, much more pleasant for the staff working there. So it's the building is 50% complete now, which is good. So the roof and walls and everything are on both the Skills Centre and the new office complex. So it's starting to take shape. So if anybody's in that area, just duck around, just past the Northforce base, and you'll see the building on the left-hand side, and seeing it all starting to take shape. So we should be moving into it hopefully in August this year.
Oh, fantastic! Well, we're trying to mark that one in our diary. I think Warren Gary should come over and do a outside broadcast at the opening of the Skills Centre. It'd be fantastic to be there when you do open it, and we'll keep you updated on how the Skills Centre at the Hidden Valley light industrial area is going ahead. And lastly, housing construction. How's all that going?
Yeah, we've been doing a lot of work for a long time on getting a housing construction program up and running to provide a bit of longevity for apprentices, so they're not getting chopped and changed out of projects as they complete, and then there's nothing in between. So happy to report that at long last, it's taken a fair bit of effort, but the work has actually commenced on site. We've got 5 apprentices placed on site, and we've still got a vacancy for 1 more apprentice. So if there's anybody out there that's really keen, has a bit of work experience already, and is keen to get their trade qualification, be really interested in having a talk to them to fill that last position. And we've put our heart on our sleeve with this one, and said that we're going out to achieve 100% completion rate from the group. So we have been very selective about the apprentices that have gone into it, and we've got 5 great guys already engaged. We have an opportunity for a 6th if the right person's out there.
Well, we wish you all the luck with that. The people at Kimberley Group Training, Ian and all the gang down there, dedicated to basically getting people employed and training people up living in the Kimberley. And we should congratulate that. We do, Ian. Well done. We really appreciate you coming in and giving us an update on all of those bits and pieces. Don't forget, folks, you can get in contact with Kimberley Group Training. Their number is 91683 And as you just heard from Ian, there's a couple of opportunities right now. So get in contact. You'll get in contact with Brenda at the reception, but say good day to Kristen and Caroline and Natasha and Ian, the operations manager. Kimberley Group Training do a brilliant job here in the Kimberley, trying to get people work and training people up for long-term employment. We do appreciate it. Always a pleasure, Ian. Look forward to seeing somebody from Kimberley Group Training in a couple of weeks' time, and keep up the good work. We're going to play out with a brilliant song from Fitzroy Express and Living in the Kimberley. And if you're living in the Kimberley and working in the Kimberley, then you'll know all about Kimberley Group Training, doing a brilliant job. Right here on Warren Gary Radio, The Brekkie Show with Scotty.
If you're looking for a career that can take you places, or if you want to take the hassle out of employing an apprentice or trainee, contact Kimberley Group Training, your pathway to success. 9168 3808, or visit our website www.kgt.org.au, or follow us on Facebook.